Okay, what is going on, LBHT crew? We got Hendo in the house. We got Coach in the house. We got Ferris in the house. Ferris looks like he might have to step out for a second. I don't know. Ferris is a very important man. When Ferris gets called away, that's straight business. Okay, so it's he tells somebody, hey, not right now. Okay. Hey, we're just talking about how you an important man. Like, you got business to take care of. We know what it is. We don't ask questions. When Ferris say, I'll be right back, we don't ask questions.
I apologize.
All right?
Sorry. How you doing, everybody?
Hey, look, listen.
That's the money talking.
That's right. Like, you don't have to apologize for that.
Yeah.
How y'all doing, man?
Doing good. Doing good.
Listen, it is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Hope your week is going well, but if not, hopefully it gets better starting right now. We are streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. So wherever you're watching us, make sure you hit that like button, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you're listening to the audio form of this, we put this out on Thursday at lunchtime. So we hope you're enjoying your lunch break. Make sure you leave a 5-star review over there. All right, B is not here. He is enjoying life in Portugal. All right.
Must be nice.
Hey man, look at this, bro. Look at this, man. You see how prominent Brodny is. Look how great he is. Jose had to call on 3 people to replace his presence. He had to call 3 people to replace his presence, man. You know what I mean? So shout out to Brodny. I hope he's enjoying Lisbon.
I can give you his words right now to replace him, and then we can all shut the show down.
Yeah.
Ravens suck. Not to win the Super Bowl.
There we go.
Panthers win the Super Bowl. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for your input, B.
No, Coach, and you forgot about that. You paid another defender $100 million. Really? Really?
Oh, don't worry. I got that part covered. Don't worry about that. I'm not even mad about that, but we're gonna get into it. Let me give a couple of shout outs. There's going to be no Black History fact this time because B is on vacation. Last time B was on vacation, it seems like he's doing this every year. He went to Japan. But we had a country boy from One Mike History podcast. Make sure you go check him out. He did a Black History fact for us. I probably should ask him to come and do that, but I just thought about it. So, oh wow. Corey Hunt is here. What's going on, Corey? Says good morning. This is from this morning. You know why? You know why they put that in here? Because I set both streams up at the same time. It confused people. Yes.
Got you.
We in here. That's all right. We got Phantom in here. Appreciate that. Tori was in here this morning. Phantom came in this afternoon and says, okay, Trey just got picked up. Now let's go use those first or just a first and something else to get AJ Brown or Jettas. I prefer Jettas, but that's just me. Hey, we'll talk about that too. Bazel's in the house. What's going on, Bazel? We got Osmond. Salute. Carmelo Moody, salute. Says what we acquired today. Let's look for a wide receiver, offensive line help. Hey, we'll see. Osmond, salute. Pay the bills, salute. Yes. Jay the Sixth. What's going on? Sea Iron Addict, salute.
Brother.
We got Urban in the house. What up, Urban? We got our super producer Adelia in the house. Says we're going to be starting. Yes, we're starting a few minutes late. Yes, my apologies. I was out celebrating our assistant producer's birthday. Jacob just turned 11 today.
Okay.
Go, Jacob.
Yes.
Man. Great kid, man. What a good kid.
Awesome kid.
And you know what? You know what that shows? Great parents.
Hey, I'll take the credit. I put in the work. I'll take that credit. Imani, what's going on? Says since they are late, now we have to resign. Follow.
No, we don't.
No, man.
Hey, man, don't put that evil on us, Ricky Bobby.
I'm through with predictions.
Yeah.
When I played Saturday,
Yeah. Listen, they've kept it interesting. I'll say that they've kept it interesting. Darlene is in the house. What's going on, Darlene? this happened last night. Usually I like to go and give shout outs to everybody that's in the chat, kind of get warmed up. As soon as I hit live, in 30 seconds, the chat filled up to 100 people. We're at 150 people already. All right. I appreciate the love. I appreciate that. Hit that like button. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Y'all were, man, y'all were on EDC's neck last night. All right. I was sitting back, setting up the show. I was like, all right, man, let me just go live real quick to give a quick thoughts, reaction, and then go back to setting up the shows for tomorrow. And they came in here, fire EDC now, fire him, fire him.
They had the pitchforks.
Yeah. I couldn't even say hello. They were like, get him out now. And man, what's going on? Yolanda, salute.
Jose was like, hey, everybody. I hope he burns in hell. Yeah. I hope he burns in hell. I'm just saying hi.
She so much. What's going on? 1954 Maine. What's going on? Appreciate you coming through. Just give us some quick shout outs. Cousin Davon. What's going on? Says full house tonight. Yes. Game too easy. Shout out to you. Says EDC was really finna have 600 million on defense. Man. All right, Empire NC, shout out to you. And give a couple more shout outs. Rave the Phantom, I see you. Coach C, I see you. Big Grit, that's my friend Damien.
What's up?
And we go way back, man. That's one of my good friends right there. Thanks for coming through. Said, man, I couldn't wait for this show this evening. Damien is a Commanders fan. Y'all just signed away. I think that's a good signing for y'all.
It is.
He's a Commanders fan.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, we're allowed to make bad mistakes in our life once.
No, that wasn't you're talking about him being a fan.
Yeah.
Ferris is a Giants fan, so
Hey man, great pickup with Leo Chanel.
My bad. I was just informed that we do have a Black History fact. Okay.
I thought so.
Bill don't tell me nothing. He's like,
he told me.
I'm going to Portugal on Wednesday. See you later. I'm like, well, who? Like, is Hendo coming on the show? I don't know. That's what he said. He said, I don't know. I asked him. He didn't say anything.
And I talked
to Hendo, and Hendo's like, I told B 3 times I was going to be on the show. So I don't know.
Communication.
I don't know what's going on. All right.
BK had a green dot. He can't wear the green dot.
He can't.
He gonna say we can cover 3, but we can cover 1. Like, what are we talking about right now?
Ray the Phantom. Thank you for the super chat. Says this is my first stream with Ferris and Hendo. Hey, salute.
Appreciate it.
Salute. I dropped Ferris's link in the morning show to Good Friends Better Rivals. I'll drop it in this stream as well. All right. Speaking of super chats, we have a Cash App from Noah. Says for EDC, and he put clown emoji for EDC. All right, but Noah, you get one of these for the Cash App.
I'm gonna learn the Charleston strut one day. I'm gonna learn
strut.
Right. That's right. Strut. So much.
That's what it's supposed to be anyway. Orange Bird Girl, I see you in here. Salute. Flex Zone, salute. Salute. He said, I'm still on EDC's neck. Okay. All right. King, I see you. Louisville Cardinals Ravens fan. Michael Osborne. 918 Gaming 63. Okay. Ball Sneed. And we got another super chat. We got 2 more super chats. Oh man. All right. See so much. Appreciate that. He cost us. Hendo. So fitting.
Oh, he the nickname King now.
Yeah. Massive B, appreciate the super chat. Says, glad I discovered your channel on Reddit. Ravens fans happy with Linderbaum walking as they felt $27 million a year. It was too much. Are celebrating Hendrickson $28 million deal. Also don't want AJ. Why offense undervalued? Well, I mean, listen. Edge rushers are valued more than centers, right? Like that's the going price for edge rushers. To a jump to 27 million is a jump. That's a lot. That's a lot. I can understand anybody being reluctant to pay that. My criticism comes from how do we even get to this point, right? where we need Linderbaum, but we also don't want to pay Linderbaum, right? Mm-hmm. Like my frustration that comes with this organization is you can't do everything wrong. You can't miss on every step. You should have given him a 5-year. You should have picked up the 5th-year option. This wouldn't even be a topic right now, right? And if you're not going to pick up his 5th-year option, you have to get that deal done, before he hits free agency. And whatever the number is, you live with it, right? He wasn't going to ask for $27 million when you first start talking to him. Mm-hmm. He might have asked for 20, 22, whatever. Then all right, whatever. We got to pay that, and then we just keep it moving. And we're not talking about it right now. But you let it get to a point where it spiraled out of control, and you don't have an answer. You don't have an answer for a replacement for him. Right. That's where my frustration comes from, Mm-hmm. And yes, I do look at it and say, okay, $27 million, that's a lot. I wouldn't want to jump from 18 million to 27 million. But, you're paying 23 million for a combination of John Simpson and Andrews, right? Andrews is on the decline. None of us think Andrews is going to light it up next year. We hope he competes, but we don't think he's going to be that guy. And we all hope John Simpson doesn't win his starting job.
So many people say, can he pay his physical too?
We already wasted 23 million right there. Yeah. Right? My guy AD from Press Start for Salute says EDC going to EDC. All right. Okay.
Listen. I'm sorry, but to your point, Jose, and I know some people are like, EDC made up for what he did for the moves that he made today. It's not. Some people did, but it's not about that. Like you said, it's not even just this season. Look back to last year. They didn't have a contingency plan for Ronnie Stanley being gone, so they had to give him that contract because they didn't have anybody behind him. Now with Linderbaum, same exact thing. But what's stupid to me is his 5th-year option was $23.9 million, around about. They offered him 22. So $1.9 million, you could have just given him that 5th-year option and worked out a long-term deal. So you let him go for that. And then turn around and sign John Simpson for $10 million? Come on, man.
That feels like that just feels like an open diss. But we're going to talk about that in a second. But first, as I was informed, we have a Black History fact. B and Nicole left a Black History fact for you before they went off to Portugal. So
everybody went on vacation but you.
Yeah. Go ahead.
This week on the LBHT Black History Fact, Ryan Coogler's life unfolds as a steady climb from a grounded Bay Area upbringing to becoming one of the most influential filmmakers of his era. Born in 1986 in Oakland and raised in a family that emphasized discipline, empathy, and community responsibility, he initially pursued football at Sacramento State before discovering a deeper calling in storytelling. That shift led him to USC's School of Cinematic Arts, where his early short films revealed a filmmaker drawn to emotional truth, social realism, and the interior lives of Black communities. His debut feature, Fruitvale Station, captured that sensibility with devastating clarity, earning major awards at Sundance and Cannes, and establishing him as a powerful new voice in American cinema. His career accelerated quickly from there. With Creed, Coogler revitalized a decades-old franchise by grounding it in contemporary identity, legacy, and personal struggle. Black Panther expanded his reach even further, becoming a global cultural phenomenon that blended superhero spectacle with African diasporic imagination, political nuance, and a celebration of Black futurism. The film's success reshaped Hollywood's understanding of what blockbuster storytelling could look like and who it could center. Its sequel, Wakanda Forever, deepened that world while navigating the emotional weight of Chadwick Boseman's passing, demonstrating Coogler's ability to balance myth-making with human vulnerability. As his body of work grew, so did his influence. Coogler became a central figure in pushing Hollywood toward broader representation, mentoring emerging artists, and building collaborative creative ecosystems that uplift Black talent across disciplines. His storytelling, whether intimate or epic, remains rooted in emotional honesty, cultural specificity, and a commitment to portraying Black life with depth and dignity. That trajectory reached a historic milestone when he became the first Black winner of the BAFTA Award for Best Original Screenplay, recognized for his work on the genre-bending thriller, Sinners. The award marked not just a personal achievement, but a symbolic breakthrough in an institution long criticized for its lack of diversity. Coogler's win signaled a shift in how global film bodies recognize Black creativity, and it underscored his evolution from promising newcomer to a writer-director whose work resonates across cultures and continents. Across every stage of his career, Coogler has remained guided by purpose, telling stories that matter, honoring the communities that shaped him, and expanding the imaginative possibilities available to Black filmmakers.
Salute to a Black
area
history
right
fact.
there, baby.
Yes.
Oh,
Michael
yeah,
Osborne
right
did not appreciate the length of this. Hey man, listen, you don't like it, you ain't gotta watch it. Like you ain't gotta watch it. It's simple as that. You know, you ain't gotta be here. All right. This is how we do things over here. All right. Sit down, relax, enjoy the show.
Learn something.
Shug, what's going on? Says I was invited on the stream, but Jose got a second opinion and they took back my invitation. Pay the bill. Salute. Neuropsych Sports. Salute. Thanks for coming through. All right. Let's just pick it back up, man. Let's pick it back up. So, Coach, a lot has happened in 24 hours. All right. What are your thoughts on it? So, you know, we thought we had Maxx Crosby, who was a straight dog, and then it got rescinded, and there's all kinds of speculation about that. And you know, EDC pivoted right away and got Trey Hendrickson and made a couple other moves, signed another safety, brought back Cheeto, signed another tight end. Right? What do you think about all that?
The initial thing about Maxx being the trade being rescinded, I was upset about it. But when I saw, you know, quickly after I saw that it was because of a failed physical, I had no real issues with it. Like my thing is, everybody knew he had surgery, and in my mind, there was a spot he should have been in the rehab process as far as range of motion or what he can do or can't do with that knee. And when he didn't hit that mark, it's, you know, send it back because you got to, you know, the physical got to be fine. So I was cool with it. I couldn't understand how it was EDC fault that he failed the physical. Because that's all I was saying at first. I was just saying EDC trash, EDC trash, EDC trash. I'm like, but he failed the physical. How is that his fault? And I'm speaking only in this transaction. Like I think when me and Hendo kind of had talking this morning, Hendo was like using the whole totality of it.
I think the historical part of it, I think when people kind of looked at it and said they've done this before. That at least that's why I think it. You know, speculation. People always speculate. Right. You know? Yeah.
Ryan Grant and Michael Brockers, correct?
Yeah, definitely. I do remember Brockers
and Brock
definitely.
And Brock Marion. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brock Marion, they nixed that deal like the day before he's about to sign.
I think it was that day, something like that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was something weird. Like he was about to go in and like, I changed my mind. You know, it was like what? Like
The question you can ask though is why not just give Trey Hendrickson that deal initially and not trade the first round picks?
Okay, well,
because they pivoted real quickly to trade.
The report is they were looking to sign Trey Hendrickson and trade for Maxx Crosby.
Yes. Okay. All right.
From what I got, Ferris, is they once Linderbaum was out of the loop, they tried to get both of them. That's from what I'm reading and what I'm hearing, like through watching different things. The originals, it was to get Tyler and somebody. Well, Linderbaum went to the Raiders for the money, and so now we got this money. I guess they was like, well, we're gonna get two people.
Why not both? Yeah,
and it's still on the table.
Well, no, but also then here's the problem. So you trade for Maxx Crosby 2 first-round picks, and then you give another defensive end $100 million, and you give Lamar Jackson John Simpson.
Yeah, the math ain't mathing.
Yeah, I mean, because you could have taken that 100.
That's why I'm in a wait and see pattern now.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't think he, like Hendo said, like he probably seeing people like celebrating EDC. Now I'm cool with the way this all worked out for us because I think it's for the better. But no way in heck is he safe. This one transaction does nothing for that young man right there. Nothing.
Yeah. So because you could have kept that 112 and Cleveland just stole all the offensive linemen. Like they stole it from me, they stole it from everybody. You could have, signed probably Zion Johnson or Elgin Jenkins, but you can resurrect this if they go into the draft and they draft Vega at 14 and they get another guard in the second round and you kind of round it out because last year Detroit started, I think, two rookie guards at one point, and then at another point a rookie guard in a second year player. So you can navigate that way
with the capital that you put into John Simpson. There's no way you should be drafting first and second round guards because if you give him $10 million,
starting money,
some got to shake.
Right.
So I do understand Vega at 14 or another guard with the second one, but not first and second because you need receiver help.
Yeah,
honestly
real tight end,
backup tackle.
That
I'm with Coach. Like I'm kind of like waiting to see, and I've been saying this, all week. Like I'm kind of waiting to see how the rest of the offseason plays out. Right. I'm trying to give him a chance to say, okay, there's still moves to be made on the offense. He can make them, fine. The sequence of events I don't like, but it doesn't have to be the sequence that I want to see it in, as long as you get everything that you need. Right. But looking at his history, I don't have a lot of faith in him. I don't even think we're going to go guard at 14. I think we might try to trade up and get edge rusher, try to get Ruben Bain or somebody like that. If you lost your center and your reaction is let's get 2 edge rushers, what's changing your mindset now? Right. We got one edge rusher.
What two offensive linemen would have been a splash though?
Wyatt Teller's still unemployed. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's still out there.
And Joel.
The two that I felt like would have been, they ain't splashes, but they would have been better than what we had was the Cleveland guys.
Yep.
Right. And that's a splash.
So I would, had he signed Wyatt Teller instead of John Simpson right now, I'd be like, okay, fine. There's still guards out there to make. I would have more faith, but you go straight to John Simpson. That tells me you're not taking this seriously.
Right. And you knew about John Simpson initially. You let him go to the Jets.
Let me read this super chat, y'all. Hey, crypto balling. Ooh, shout out to you.
One more time, Hendo.
You got Hendo singing on this one. It says, love the shows. Never can catch Jose, Hendo, and Ferris in the morning because it's too early in Arizona. Yes, too early in Arizona. Hey, that's why we got the replay. Appreciate it though. Just wanted to show you all some love. I look forward to Coach and the breakdowns he does. I need to see that investment on the offense now. Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. Really appreciate that. Everybody show Crypto Balling some love in the chat. Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah. I just, like Crypto Balling said, I just want to see that effort on the offense. But historically, we know they don't do that. They make sure all the answers are filled on the defense and offense. We can have those questions. We do a lot of projection and speculation. Like Coach, I've heard you say like Corey Bullock is somebody that could replace Linderbaum, and maybe he can. But he was undrafted, right? I don't think he was drafted.
He was undrafted.
Yeah.
Undrafted rookie.
Mm-hmm.
Taking like 13 snaps on offense. It's just not a proven. Yeah. Just not a proven player. Mm-hmm. We wouldn't accept that edge rusher if we said, hey, don't worry about Maxx Crosby, man. We got, we drafted Adisa Isaac in the 3rd round. We'd be like, man, hell no.
Well,
right?
We put an unproven guy. We got rid of Owe, who had experience for an unproven guy last year. Mike Green.
Mike Green. But Mike Green was a 2nd-round pick.
Bullock still was unproven though.
But he drafted though. Bullock was.
And I ain't Corey Bullock like saying he would be Tyler Linderbaum. I'm just saying that was a name that.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm not that's not taking the dig at you or anything like that. I'm just saying I'm just using that as an example. Like we always say, oh well, this person can just fill in here, and we can just get this person and that'll be good enough. We hear good enough all the time when it comes with the offensive line. Mm-hmm. To me, that's not something to play with. Like the offensive line, I want to build a wall around. I want to see this organization put more value in the offensive line. Ronnie Stanley is, somebody that people talk about declining and not being worth the money, but they've done absolutely nothing to address tackle, right? If Ronnie Stanley came up on contract today, he'll have to get another big contract because you don't have an answer for replacing Ronnie Stanley, right? They make no investment in this O-line, right? Like I heard somebody say Carson Vincent would be a replacement.
Right.
Like that's what we were replacing our O-line with. Like we just guessing. You know what I'm saying? You don't want any proven talent or some high potential, right? Prospects.
I think he had potential to me, but that's just me because I
Vincent.
studied the what's called. Yeah,
I think he played really well last year. I like his potential, but like I'm done. Like our window's open. I don't want to experiment with guys. I want to get guys.
I'm saying you got 2 guys that have 3 years of playing together. Vincent, this will be his 2nd year as a NFL player, so that he can be a solid backup.
Oh yes, as a backup. I'm just saying. So I'm just saying, like if Ronnie Stanley went down or he ended up being a free agent today, if he was a free agent today,
and Vincent wasn't playing, I'd be pissed.
Right. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's how I look at the Linderbaum situation and really the guard situation. It doesn't seem like it. Now, EDC did say in his press conference today that they will be addressing the O-line in the upcoming days. So, and there's quality guys out there. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to put my brakes a little bit because he could make some moves. But I'm like, okay. But like I said, the John Simpson thing, man, he's bad. Big Bamboozle says Ravens pull-out game is elite. Hey, thank you for the super chat, Big Bamboozle. Facts.
But no kids over here.
But Jose, we're trying to have faith. We tried to have faith in them last year. Man stood up and was like, oh, I was a big Dallas Cowboys fan, growing up, and I saw how they put together the offensive line. But he did what he did over the last 4 years. And yes, he can go out here and make a splash, but what are you waiting for? Why are you waiting? Because guys are getting signed up left and right. And like Game 2 Easy said, the Cleveland Browns went out and rebuilt their offensive line for Shedeur Sanders before the Ravens did that for a 2-time MVP.
Like the Bears did last year
for Caleb Williams. Mm-hmm. These people are going out here and they're doing what they need to do for their quarterback. We saw what happened to Lamar early last season. And for EDC to watch that happen, have a front row seat to it, and still say, we wait till the second wave of free agency or something to get Lamar adequate protection. He's doing the same exact thing, prioritizing defense and hoping that gets us over the hump.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it feels like. But
I'll give him 5% grace for it being his first draft off the titty of John Harbaugh.
Yes,
because Harbaugh has heavily influenced all of his decisions. Mm-hmm. So I'll give him a 5% grace for trying to do stuff for this. So this might be his first time really GMing by himself.
Yes.
Yeah, because he was an assistant for a million years.
But I thought he got credit for being up under Ozzy and learning from him.
Man, you know how
How much power do you have on the Ozzy? How much did Ozzy be like, go give me some water?
But you learn, and Ozzy prioritized offensive lines.
Mm-hmm.
Your man's over here is just like, whatever, we'll throw together anything. And it's no shade at Corey Bullock. It's no shade at Carson Vincent. We've already done 2 years of let's wait and see what they do with Voorhees and Falele. And it didn't work. So how many years are we going to say, let's see if they can develop and be good? How long do you think that Lamar is going to play? We can't keep doing offensively like, let's wait and see. And if they're not good, we'll replace with somebody else and start this trend all over again. I can't keep doing it. Go out and get guys you know can play. We know John Simpson can't play.
Yeah, you don't want Lamar.
Super chat. Oh, 1 second first. I'm sorry.
What do you think?
Says I be saying appreciate the super chat. Says Coach, how high are the chances Bullock will be a center?
That's a great question, honestly. I'm gonna say he will not, simply because you got Emory. You gave John Simpson $10 million. Center is probably gonna be the highest priority on their list. So I'm gonna say either. I'm gonna say he probably won't be the center. If it's a vet come in, he probably won't be the center. If it's a rookie, he'll probably start off as a center. I'm probably, and I know I danced the fence just then, but
no, that's an answer. That's an answer. I'm sorry, first. Go ahead. What are you saying?
I forgot.
I'm sorry. Okay.
No, you're good. You're good. Don't worry. Oh, I said okay. You don't want Lamar Jackson to be the quarterback that leaves and then wins somewhere else, like some of these quarterbacks are starting to do, right? You know, like people with Matthew Stafford, they say how, you know, Detroit gave him nothing and then he left and went into the Rams and they won a Super Bowl. You don't want Lamar to be the Matthew Stafford, even though he had Calvin Johnson and Ndamukong Suh, you know, so it's not like he had nothing. He just didn't have as much as other people. But yeah, you don't want that where he just leaves, because at a certain point, you know, you can't franchise tag somebody and he can just walk. You know what I mean? Yeah. And he'll walk. And he's showing you why he hasn't signed the extension yet. He's showing you, like, I don't trust you because look what you're doing. Look at this. And, you know, and quarterbacks are finally realizing how much power they have. Like, now I'm not helping you out. You got to help me out first. You help me out, I help you out. But you're not helping me out. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to help you out. So you figure it out first.
Yep. Oh, no, guy E's in the chat. What's going on, E? Says 2 years or LJ will be gone if nothing changes, and I see him going to Miami if this don't work. Man, there's a lot that can happen in 2 years. I don't see him leaving in 2 years either. I see him getting the extension done. We can talk about that too. He restructured his deal today to give them some more cap space, but they also said that they still expect the deal to be done soon on his extension. So I don't think he's going anywhere. I think he just helped them out for today, you know, so they can make some other moves, get under the cap, and they're still working on getting that extension done. How y'all feel about that?
I'm in agreement with you. I feel like that it's just like a placeholder until they can get the real extension done. You know, with them doing this, I feel like it's a done deal for extension. You know, just the numbers got to be worked out.
Yeah, I'm questioning it. They said before the season, we're going to make him the richest quarterback in NFL history. You said that months ago, and you telling me right now we're finalizing the details? I mean, and Lamar might have just been like, hey, I'm still waiting to see what you do offensively. And they've proven that they don't value him. And he might just be like, oh, I did not forget about 2023. His mother may be in his ear like, baby, give him some money to help see what they do. And when they fail you again, because I saw somebody in the comment section say Lamar's getting $75 million. That's why the defense sucked and the team couldn't get players. That's not it at all. Nobody talks about the 4 defenders making $100 million now, a fifth. They didn't give back money. Lamar just opened up $40 million in cap space. Where are these defenders giving back money? So I don't know. Lamar might just be sitting and waiting, and this may be a prelude because they had months to iron out these details.
Yep. All right, and we got another super chat. Man, appreciate y'all. Deanna, thank you. Says Lamar is about to be the Black Andrew Luck. Oh no. No. Don't put that evil on us over here. Okay?
No. Lamar's generation.
I think he's already surpassed Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck only played how many years? 5?
Yeah. And Lamar got 2 MVPs too.
Yeah.
Yes. So 300 people in the chat. Appreciate that. Only 120 likes. Get our likes up, please. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. Thank you very much.
Appreciate y'all.
So they can people in the chat telling me they can restructure his contract without his permission.
No, they can't.
They put something in his contract that he can just do it without his permission.
He got a no trade clause. They can't franchise tag him. You think he's going to let them just mess with his contract without his permission? That makes no sense.
I don't.
No,
yeah.
They could have added void years to his contract.
They did.
Okay.
The Cosmos said that today. They added one.
Right.
Okay.
That's what they could have done without his permission. They couldn't go in and just change anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they can't move money to signing bonuses and move money to a different year without his permission. Yeah. So, okay. All right. That threw me off from me.
Did anybody circle back around and ask how come he didn't want to rework Roquan Smith's deal, Marlon Humphrey's deal, or Nandi Madubuike's deal? There's a lot of money to open up right there, a lot of cap room to open up right there. Why does he want to touch those
Kyle
contracts?
Hamilton?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, because Kyle Hamilton's deal just got done, didn't it?
It just got done.
It might be low.
I don't know if he can rework that. I don't know.
No, they did. They did it with Marlo. Like they've done Marlon's contract at least 4 times.
Oh well, that might be the reason. Maybe
that might be why they ain't mess with Marlon.
Yeah, Marlon's probably like, all right, man, another one, really? That's 5 already.
Or he can get cut.
That's also another point.
Yeah.
Hey,
all right,
roll. Which one?
What do y'all feel about Trey Henderson? We kind of talked around Trey Henderson. Do you think that's a good consolation prize to Maxx Crosby? I think he's a good player.
Funny enough, he also had surgery. He had core muscle surgery.
Yep.
It's a different injury because I feel like leg injuries with the knees, those are more like intense, like the knee, because the knee is everything in football. And the core muscle surgery, it's probably like he had core muscle surgery. It's whatever. I don't really know with Deanne's. I think you can correct me, coach. Is like you need a great core to dip. Like you need to know how to dip, and this right here is where you want your power from in your lower legs. So he could lose some speed, maybe if he's healthy enough. Because I don't know when he had that surgery. Was it in season? Right?
Oh.
No, Trey.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it was early. I think it was early on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Early on.
Season.
He only played like 6 games.
Yeah. So he has enough. He's good. He's good. Yeah, he's good.
And like I.B. Sand just said, for a long time he wasn't hurt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He wanted his money.
Hey, man, dude, they stingy in Cincinnati, man. That dude is stingy.
Henderson got to pass the physical too, but whoop-de-doo.
Yeah.
He's a good edge rusher.
Yeah,
he is.
Getting sacks.
Led the league for 2 years.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Getting sacks is
Y'all don't like him because he's 2 years older than Maxx Crosby, and somehow those 2 years makes you washed all of a sudden. I don't know.
But I tell you, if the reports are true, what they say with that bone on bone, that stuff hurts.
For Maxx Crosby?
Bone on bone.
Yeah.
I'm bone on bone. I can't walk but about 7,000-8,000 steps before my knee starts swelling up. So imagine running around the football field,
getting hit left and right. So yeah, man. I if it comes out that, because I think coach was right early on where he said they knew he wasn't going to pass a certain part of the physical because he had surgery literally last month, and they called up the guy from Dallas who got hired because he fixed Dak Prescott's knee, and he probably was like, "Hey, man, this ain't it. Knee shot. Like this is bad." And I can see why Dallas didn't hop back in the sweepstakes when they said they asked Dallas, "Oh, he's free up now. Do you want him?" And someone said, "Nah, we got Rashawn Gary. We cool." But that just made me laugh. So because their in-house physician that was used by the Ravens probably told them, "Yeah, man, that knee, no, you don't want that. You don't want that."
Yeah. And I get it.
Yeah.
But again, man, it's just the rush to fill these voids on defense, and I'm not seeing on offense. That's the frustrating thing, because it's like we have to get the best players that we can on defense. Offense, we get what's left over, right? We're not rushing to sign anybody, make any big splash on the offensive side. It's right player, right price on offense. On defense is do what you got to do to upgrade that side of the ball. And for 8 years, it hasn't worked. even when we had good defenses, it hasn't resulted in a Super Bowl. And that's just because you're not supporting the best player on the team, which is Lamar Jackson. You had you can do both. Like, I don't have a problem with Trey Henderson or Maxx Crosby or both if you can do the other things too. But
like Hendo said, we got what, $400 million people on defense?
5.
Yeah.
So why not be 3-3?
Exactly.
I'll take 4-2.
That too.
outside the quarterback, I'll take 4-2.
A-Light, appreciate that super chat. Thank you so much. Says it's definitely in his contract that they could restructure without his permission. If they couldn't extend him, he didn't help them. Look it up. So King said it in the chat earlier. They can restructure by void years. Technically, adding void years is a restructure. They can't do much else, I don't think, after that. And I'll look it up. I'll look it up. But
we all said we think anyway. You know, when we were talking about it, nobody was sure. So
right,
yeah. But I'll look it up. I don't think you can just say, hey, we're just going to convert this part to
a signing bonus and
move
money. Yeah.
Because it's a signing bonus. He has to sign off on it, right? Like I'm pretty sure he has to agree to that. But yes, adding void years is considered restructure, and you can do that without permission. And Coach said that's what they did today. They added a void year.
Also, to the question you can shout out to
I'll read this real quick and then hold that thought, Ferris.
I got you.
Thank you, Tony, for the super
Appreciate
chat.
it.
Says if EDC can stop signing injured players, they can't play, and protect Lamar, I'll have more trust in him. This was a chess move, though, like a pawn promotion. Shout out to #Wonderkin Show, #LBHTShow. Shout out to our boy Nitro. Shout out. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right, Ferris, what were you saying?
Now, my thing is, like, you were ready to give 2 first-round picks in the next 2 years draft right away for Maxx Crosby. You were ready, right? But you can't, because there's a fire sale in Minnesota. You can't roll up to be like, hey, what's 18 worth to you? What's it? Because everybody's gettable in the NFL. Everyone's gettable because GMs think they can replace their best players because they think they're that smart. They're not. So, like, you ask Minnesota, what do I got to give you for 18? Because you're willing to give it for Maxx Crosby. Like I said on the morning show, who isn't even the best defensive end in the NFL? Who isn't even that? So why don't you call it Minnesota? Be like, what's for 18? What do you need? What do you need? A second and a first? I'll give you that.
Yeah.
You keep one of your first, or if it's 2 firsts, here 2 firsts. You get Justin Jefferson in prime, no major injury history, and you give Lamar a weapon. Imagine
they
that.
talked about moving him.
No, but I think everybody's movable.
No, it's just a theory with them wasting years with your boy up there, and they're trading everybody away and releasing people. They're not going to make any noise. So what's the point of paying him and making him the highest paid receiver if you know you're not going anywhere?
Then you just blow it up.
I'll tell you why.
Vikings not trading
because they believe in that fake demon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're probably right. They
believe in that fake demon.
Listen, y'all don't know what they're willing to do, and like this, we don't believe that these deals can happen because we're not gonna make this type of deal. But there will be a team that goes out there and makes that deal. And you're like, wow, dang, I ain't know that they could do that. We always do that, right? We're always we were in on them. We're always in on somebody, right? But yes, Jettas could be moved, and there will be a team out there to get them, but it won't be us. Like, that has to stop happening.
And you don't know until you ask.
True.
You ask. You ask
True.
them. You know what I mean?
All I can say is no.
Exactly. Then you know.
That's how we got Eugene Monroe. You guys remember Eugene Monroe? The left tackle?
Big marijuana.
Yeah. Hey, listen. We needed a left tackle.
What you call a nickname, man?
Big marijuana.
Big marijuana.
When he got out of the league, he went to Congress and petitioned about marijuana usage, how it helps the players heal.
Oh, yeah. Calvin Johnson talks about that. Yeah, Calvin Johnson talks about that. Yeah.
But he wasn't. He was a good left tackle. He wasn't shopped. It wasn't advertised that he was available. And Ozzie called around and said, "Hey, does anybody want to give up a left tackle?" And Jacksonville said, "Sure." And he got the deal done. everybody was stunned by that. Nobody knew that you know how hard it is to get good offensive linemen, whether it's center, guard, tackle, whatever, but to get a starting left tackle, teams don't just give that up.
That comes from Ozzy having relationships with folks. I don't know if this guy, even though he worked for Ozzy, I don't know if he got that rapport with other folks.
Right.
And with all the stuff that you was hearing through the 4 little networks today, they trying to make it seem like that nobody want to do a deal with him now because of this, the way this look. But if he had the relationship that Ozzy had with some of these people, them folks wouldn't have said what they said.
I told. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Hendo. Go ahead.
And look, we're not saying that the Vikings are going to trade him. We're just putting speculations out there. And you saying that they restructured his deal today. Sometimes players' deals get restructured so they can get traded. It makes it easier because it's less of a cap hit on the new team. So
Jealous got restructured today.
That's what House said.
Okay.
Hey, the New York Giants signed Odell Beckham Jr. to a massive contract. You know what they did a month later? They sent him to Siberia. Okay, so it's possible. Okay, you know what I mean? It's
he wants
possible.
to know how you feel about Harbs.
This isn't about me. All right, this isn't about me. Okay, it's not about me. All right, I'm not happy, so it's not about me. All right, my feelings are very clear.
Bro, you should be happy. Y'all got Patrick Ricard.
Man, you know what? Watch your goddamn mouth, man.
But
who's got it better than y'all?
Everybody.
But to address that, the talks about how nobody will want to deal with EDC. I seen some of those tweets out there. First of all, a lot of these people, even the people that we follow, they've lost a lot of credibility. I'm just gonna say it. Like in today's media, they work for mainstream media. A lot of those mainstream outlets are just not trustworthy, right? Not saying everything they say is a lie, but sometimes it's just a lie, especially with Adam Schefter. Adam Schefter just tells lies. He pushes narratives that are given to him to speak on. So sometimes he could be speaking on behalf of the coach. Sometimes he could be speaking on the behalf of an agent. And in the case of Maxx Crosby, he might have been speaking on behalf of Maxx Crosby's agent when he's saying those things about the Ravens. Because, if the Cowboys doctor evaluated him and told the Cowboys, nah, and the Cowboys are out on it, and then the Ravens pull out and say he didn't pass the physical and he got knee issues, right? That's legit. Right. That's legit, right? The Cowboys know the Cowboys weren't one of the teams like, oh, can't trust the Ravens. They looked at it and said, yep, see, told you, right? Also, these reports about his knee came from Adam Schefter. So on one hand, GMs are saying they think this is BS, is just a way for them to back out. But on the other hand, hey, this issue about his knee is real.
Right.
So which one is it? So the GMs that are thinking it's still BS, all right, man, go give up a first or 2 first-round picks, and you go and pass his physical and put him on your team.
All right. Also, too, when they say GMs, it could just be the Raiders GM.
Could be.
It literally just could be him. They could just be lying straight up. When they say GMs, when you literally just said 2 teams basically told him, nah, knee ain't good. So that's two teams that have already said his knee is shot. The GMs, oh, you mean John Spitek and Tom Brady. That's who you're saying, really.
Hey, guess what? He's still available for trade.
That's true. He's still there. You know the price. You know the price. Everyone showed you the price. 2 first-round picks. Everyone knows
that ain't the price no more.
That ain't the price no more.
The price of the brick actually went down. Actually,
right?
It went down.
But why not? If that was just BS, all right.
If it was, yes, there it is. Yeah, if it was BS, the price is the price. We know the price. But if the price goes down, some shenanigans.
And the Cowboy guy's supposed to be the leading expert in knee repair or knee replacement or something.
Now he lied.
Dan Cooper, the Cowboy, So man, don't believe any of them. Don't believe, because bro, we literally have evidence of Adam Schefter, I think, calling up Mike, I think the president of the Commanders, and literally tells him, "Oh, this is the tweet I've drafted up." is this tweet okay? Can you double check it and see if it's all right? He's been untrustworthy. So don't, you know what I mean? So yeah, man. Nah, like
Kimo says, y'all think they doing actual physicals and took X-ray and saw his knees missing? Yeah. They hire every team has doctors, and they brought in the best knee doctor in the business to look at it and give his evaluation. And he told the Ravens the same thing he told his team, the Cowboys, you don't want to do that deal. Right. It's not going to get better. Right. That's pretty much that's what it sounds like to me. He said, hey, doc, this ain't gonna get better.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? And listening to EDC today, you could hear it in his voice. He was like, listen, man, like we all want that deal done. I'm disappointed. I'm more disappointed in everybody. But I gotta do what's best for the team. He wants to do the deal more than anybody else. His job's on the line, y'all.
All right, exactly. and this is a $1 billion.
He wants it more than you do. I promise you.
It's a $1 billion industry. You think they're not gonna do? When it comes to medicals, they're not gonna do everything. They have MRI machines at stadiums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah. All of a sudden, Maxx Crosby is the only player that loses all their ability from an injury.
I know what he's trying to get at. Because we signed all these different injured players anyway.
Yeah, Trey Henderson injured too. Not the same injury though, right?
Not the same injury.
Yeah, definitely different.
Like injury is one thing. Can you come back from that injury? That's the thing. And it sounds like Maxx Crosby's injury is something that's it's not. He's not going to be the same player moving forward, right? Could still be a good player, but it's a question of how much of that Maxx Crosby that you saw from before is still there, and also how long can he maintain that?
I think that's what it is. It's the fact that he's 29, has no cartilage in his knee, and if you're giving up 2 first-round picks, you're not giving up 2 firsts for somebody to play 2 years
exactly
and crash out. So
yeah, because if the compensation changes, I think Baltimore still does the deal. But the 2 first-round picks is like, we can't do that with this. If we change it up, be like, I'll give you a second and a third, maybe, But 2 first-round picks, you need someone bona fidely healthy for the rest of it. You know what I mean? So it's compensation, right? That's what's changed it all. We're giving you 2 firsts. His knee is jelly, is what they're saying.
Actually, there's no jelly in there, is what they're saying.
Exactly. There's
you need the jelly.
You got no jelly in the knee.
And he can still be great. He can still be great.
Yeah,
but for how long?
True.
That's the question.
How long?
Hendo, you give up 2 first-round picks. How long are you looking for that investment to, I guess how long should that player be a dog on your team if you give up 2 first-round picks?
For EDC, 5 years.
Yeah, that's about what I was thinking.
5 years.
Yeah. You give up 2 that can set your franchise way back.
Way back. Yep. No, he did the right thing. No question. JR, appreciate the super chat. Says trying to get Max and Trey doesn't sit right with me with the O-line in shambles and average wide receiver play. EDC said his plans on getting more O-line talent. Let's hope he sticks by that. Yeah, that doesn't sit right with me either, because again, we talking about all these moves that they should be making on offense, and it always comes down to, hey, how are we going to pay for all this stuff? We can't just grab these people and pay them. But we do it on defense all the time, and we don't question it. So we were just going to get Trey Henderson and Maxx Crosby, and we weren't going to say, how is this going to get
$600 million?
Right. How was this going to work? We don't ask that question at all. We're like, yep, do it. Yeah. Do it. We're pay your center $27 million.
What we got to realize is gone are the days of us winning games 13-7.
Yes.
Right.
The new NFL, even when your defense has a good day, the new NFL, you're still giving up 15 to 20 points. On if your defense lights out, you look up, they still got 17.
Yeah. Right.
So you got to score.
The key is making timely stops and turnovers. We haven't been doing that. Our defense has even when we had Mike McDonald here, our defense wasn't doing that. That's
just look at the difference in the 2 Super Bowls. Mike McDonald's defense made timely stops. The only just straight up defensive juggernaut was what the Eagles did to the Chiefs with their front line. But
Punch
everything
in the
else,
mouth.
timely stops, offense been efficient. Timely stops, offense efficient.
Yeah, and then the one Niners Super Bowl, the second one against the Chiefs, Niners defense fell apart when Dre Greenlaw blew out his Achilles rolling onto the field, because that entire first half, Travis Kelce was a non-factor.
Yep.
Greenlaw comes out. They bring in Ornell Burks. Ornell Burks gives up 9 catches, 120 yards, and a touchdown.
Burks out of like Brandon Stevens.
First time they played San Francisco, they was lights out in the first half. Second half, Chiefs came in. And in the Eagles game, the Eagles game proved, and I know a lot of people say what they did with their front four, we need to replicate. But what also happened was Kansas City's offensive line was decimated.
Yes.
They had to move Joe Tierney to tackle.
Sure
you know what I'm saying? That shows you the importance of an O-line just as much as a defensive line. We've done neither. Hopefully Trey Hendrickson comes in and helps us out, but we need to fix the other side of the ball.
Also, see, it wasn't a front four. They rotated 6 people. They were also deep. So
like the Seahawks.
Like the Seahawks, they rotate like the Eagles. The Eagles were 6-7 deep. Same thing with Tampa Bay. They were rotating in. You know what I mean? So you also need some good rotation. You know they had Jalix Hunt, Marvin, Milton Williams.
That's what she said.
He rotated in. You know, so it wasn't like everybody wasn't playing 100 snaps all the time. It was a lot of rotation on that defensive line for Philly, and they were all fresh, hunting down injured gazelles on that offensive line. So yeah.
All right, man. We got 350 people in here.
Like button.
Let's go. Hit that like button. If you're new in here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Appreciate y'all, man. Let's see. Look, there's so many comments in here. Y'all have been blowing this up.
Giants did have rotation too,
you have not stopped talking since last night when I hit that live button, man. I hit that live button thinking, all right, 15-minute quick reaction, and I'm gonna get up out of here. And I was there for over an hour talking to y'all because y'all jumped in there real quick. Y'all love relationship with EDC cracks me up, man. It cracks me up. Like, yes, me and B are pretty consistent on what we say. We're pretty even keel about it, man. But when y'all love EDC, you don't want to hear any slander, none whatsoever, right? When EDC does you wrong, you hate that man. He's a terrorist.
They go after his wife, like
you know, like you hated him not even 12 hours ago, and now you love him again.
Hated to love it. The underdog's on top.
Oh man.
As of today, how do you think Minter's first year defense will rank? That's a good question.
Depends on Matt. For me, depends on Matt BK health or not.
I still think top 10.
I always thought it was going to be top 10, even without these moves.
Back.
That's why the Maxx Crosby trade for me was just like, okay, you got a really good player. I'm not going to hate on that, but I didn't think it was necessary. I think we have talent on the team, right? They were just they weren't coached well. They weren't in a good scheme, and a whole new coaching staff was going to put those players in a much better scheme. I thought you're going to see a much better defense out the gate. But Trey Hendrickson helps too. Like listen, listen. Trey Hendrickson is he's one of them ones, right? He's one of the ones. Like let's not poo-poo this deal. That's a very good pickup. All right, you should be hyped about Trey Hendrickson.
Since New Orleans too. People keep talking about his Cincinnati years. He's been pretty good since he was at New Orleans. So
he wasn't like that in New Orleans.
Yeah, he went to Cincinnati and turned to
well, no, but the last year and a half, he wasn't. I thought he was good.
He was solid.
Yeah,
no, he wasn't, bro. He wasn't nowhere close to a 17.5 sack dude.
All right.
Well, I've always liked him since New Orleans.
No, he was cool, but he got to Cincinnati and said, guess what? Transform.
Yeah. Well, Sam Hubbard also helped it when he was on the opposite side. Shout out to Sam Hubbard.
He tore his ACL catching a touchdown pass.
Yeah, and then he retired a year. Like
ain't that crazy? The defender.
Yeah.
Which one was it that Lamar stiff on? Was it Hubbard?
Yes.
Yeah, it was Hubbard. Yeah.
Yes. Bruh.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, it's time for me to go.
Bruh.
It's time for me to go. I'm good. I just brought up the defense from last year for the Chargers, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful to some of these guys, man. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be, but like you look at some of these names, you're like, like who? But they were a good defense. No, the last year's defense, man. You know, Scott. No, the ESPN. They have the depth charts. You know, they got Scott Matlock, Tier Tart.
He's pretty good.
He's pretty good. Yeah, he's pretty good. Right. And same thing with that's Matabike right there. That's Matabike.
I think that one. Yeah,
nose tackle right there. You know, that's Matabike. And then you.
Wait. I'm sorry, Ferris. Hold on. What was this about Tier Tart? Because you was laughing at me when I said Saturday.
I jinxed it because I had a list of players that I thought Minter was going to bring along with them. Yeah, and Tier Tart was on the list, and as soon as I said Tier Tart, he got
signed right away.
He said, "Oh no, you don't."
Yeah.
Oh, so we in the same boat then.
Yeah. Then look at that linebacking core, like because they ran 3-4. You know, like Dalian Henley, Troy Dye. You know what I mean? They got 35-year-old Khalil Mack. And then you see the corners, man. Cam Hart, Dante Jackson. Man, I remember when people wrote off Dante Jackson. They're like, Dante Jackson can't play in this league. And then Tahib Still as a nickelback, he worked him. Yeah. So like they none of these names like pop off, but they were a good unit together. And and with you guys have some very good players on that defensive side, $100 million players. So y'all should be top 10.
You know what excites me about Jesse Minter's defense? I saw this video. Top 5, yeah.
The Chargers were top 5.
Mm-hmm.
So top 10 is too low. We should go top 5 with your players, guaranteed.
Yeah,
has to be.
I saw this video where they're breaking down his defense and how they mask a lot of stuff. Right? They show you a look, and it's not what you think it is, and it's very difficult because even like pre-snapping, you go through your emotions, they're showing you something, but after you snap the ball, like players are in a completely different place, and it's hard to adjust to it. And listening to some of these players on that team last year, they talk about how everybody was on the same page, how great of a communicator Jesse Minter was, right? And listening to Jesse Minter, listening to Anthony Weaver, just everybody on his coaching staff when they did a press conference, and they say the same things. Like I just that's one of those things that stuck in my head. Like everybody is big on communication, right? And making sure everybody understands what to do out there, taking ownership, right? Those are the things that make me feel like we're good. We don't need to be to overcompensate by bringing in a bunch of talent. We're going to be a good defense just from that point alone. We have the talent. We have a coaching staff that's going to make sure they all understand what needs to be done. They're going to be fine. That's why I wanted to put more emphasis on the offense. But again, I ain't gonna get mad at somebody like Trey Henderson. I am gonna get mad if you all you do for Lamar is John Simpson. That's what's gonna make me mad. But I ain't mad at Trey Henderson at all.
Hey, I got to step out for a minute.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Got you. Hendo will be back. Maybe. Possibly.
He's walking down to the store.
All right. Well, all right. Put your safety jacket on. Okay. Defense definitely gonna be top 3 to 7 for a first year. Minter gonna cook. I think so. Deanna says, like I said earlier this morning, defense wins games. Shouldn't be an excuse to neglect the offense. Yes, absolutely. That's right. Absolutely. That's right. That's the only thing that's kind of that's kind of bothering me. But it's it's still time. Tomorrow, he said that he's going to address the O-line or next couple of days. Let's see how he addresses it. So, all right, look, hour in, we are at 370 people in here. This might be a record for us, man. Close to it. Salute to y'all, man. Hit that like button. If you're new in here, hit that subscribe button. Also, that pin link that you see in the chat box will take you to our Patreon, patreon.com/LBHTShow. We have an overtime show that we're doing right after this show. All right. We have a few discussions here. Okay. one of the main topics will be: have you heard about this coach, this college basketball coach who was moonlighting as a pimp?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I saw the headline. I didn't read to see what the story was, but I saw the headline.
Well, we'll be talking about that. Okay, we'll be talking about a brawl in a soccer game involving 23 people.
Yep.
All right, including a player named Hulk. That's all his name
is.
Hulk.
Yes. I love Brazilians. I love them so much. They have these really long names, and you're like, oh, just call me Kevin.
Yeah.
There's
You heard me right. You heard me right.
Yeah.
Yes. Not Rick Pitino. No, not Rick Pitino. Yeah. Not this time. Hey, you want to hear about that story? Patreon.com/LBHTShow is how you do it. For as little as $5 a month, you could be a part of that conversation or sign up to be a channel member. All right. The link will be there for you. All right. Let's do. Oh, before we do questions from subscribers or submitted questions, let's talk about Bam Adebayo's 83 points.
Yes, sir.
That was amazing.
Let's go Heat. Let's go Heat.
I thought about you, Coach. I was like,
I'm not going all with that.
You know, well, okay. Let's hear that.
Let's go Heat. I'm not chanting. Let's go Heat. You know, but it was a great performance.
Yeah. Some people are trying to downplay it because he had 44
I'm
free
so
throws.
out of tune with basketball right now.
43.
That product is so bad. As much as I want to be happy for Bam, I'm more happy the way he celebrated Aja when it was over with than what he did on that court. Because basketball, right? To me, right now, basketball I know there was the way people look at baseball, the way y'all look at baseball. Yeah. That's the way I feel about basketball right now. It's a tough watch for me. Even like I looked down, saw my phone, and say, "Bam, got 66." I ain't even had the energy to hit the remote and turn to it. I was like, yeah, I'll catch it on YouTube. Still ain't watching.
I thought it was fake. I saw the 83. I was like, that's not real.
I thought it was a fake tweet. I didn't believe it because I'm like Bam. Like I'm talking because I followed Bam since he was when he was playing for the North Carolina AAU circuit. Then he went to Kentucky. No one ever was like, oh, he's a scorer. Like right. He's gonna drop 40 on people. It was like he plays defense. He solidifies them. He'll give you 25. He'll give you 25. He'll give you about double. And you know he doesn't have a 3, and then he developed the 3, and they were like, "Oh yeah, he got 73." I was like, "He ain't got. What are you talking about? 73? Are we talking about the same Bam Adebayo? That ain't no way. Yeah.
And we got 2 super chats here, man. Appreciate that. A-Light, appreciate that. Says we are going to be great on both sides of the ball. Hell, the new staff alone will be worth 3 to 5 more wins. That's the hope, right? But we can't just be leaning on Lamar's talent to be great on that side of the ball, right? We lost a lot too on that side. We lost a lot. How are we going to replace that? And it can't all be in the draft. I don't know about y'all. I still don't trust EDC just to replace all these picks, all these players in the draft, especially in one draft. You know what I mean? Like we're talking about Trey Hendrickson and the possibility of Trey Hendrickson and Maxx Crosby to really show up our edge rushers. We just spent a 2nd round pick on an edge rusher and we already forgot about him. Like the way we toss away high quality picks around here is insane. I don't trust that man to fill these gaps with 2nd, 3rd, 4th round, 5th round picks. No.
just let an edge guy walk that a franchise receiver was still on the board when you drafted him. I ain't gonna ever forget about that one.
Yeah.
A couple people always tell me let it go. Nope.
Was this Owen?
Huh?
Was it Owen?
That was Ojabo.
Oh, Pickens.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Be more Mark. Thank you for the super chat. Says soccer fans are the most violent. They are.
Oh yeah, there was actually another story of what happened in Scotland. That there's another story. We can talk about it on the overtime show.
All right.
Yeah.
We got another super chat from Amp. Thank you, Amp. Says SGA made me cancel lead pass defense. Disgusting.
Bro, hey man, I'm not trying to be a hater, but the way he played basketball, man, that ain't. Man.
Hey, Meat Mansion got a great comment about NBA somewhere up there. I saw it earlier.
Yeah, I missed it.
He said NBA just turned straight zesty or something like that.
Oh,
this one right here. After the NBA turn straight zesty. So I'll tell you the main issues right now with the NBA. One, not good ambassadors for the sports. Like the old heads that cover the sport, they really hate on it, right? Like in the NFL, the older generation celebrates the new generation and vice versa, right? Everybody is great for their era, and we isolate to that era, and we always honor that. The old players celebrate the new players, and they're always, they're good ambassadors. They hype up the sport and hype up the players. They tell you why this person is great. The opposite happens in the NBA. Okay. Good. Those old heads ain't giving up nothing to the young players. They gonna tell you why that person wasn't them. You know what I'm saying? You got Shaq on TV, not even knowing who's coaching what team. You don't know who players. Yeah, he did that last year.
He routinely does it, man. He routinely does it. He'd be like, "Wait, who's this kid? Who's this guy? I don't know who this is."
I don't know Chuck. I don't even know who goes that team.
Chuck. Barbecue chicken, Chuck. Barbecue chicken.
Well, you're covering the sport.
Get you one of these, Chuck.
Yeah, get you one of these. Chuck. Get you one of these.
Yeah, like that's not like the people that are covering the sport are telling you not to watch the sport, essentially. Right. So that's a big part of it. Also, the tanking is out of control. And I am an advocate. If your team sucks, do what you got to do to get that top pick. But the NBA don't work that way, man. Like they had that lottery. You're not guaranteed the number one pick. But that lottery has done a lot more damage than just having a straight draft. Because
I the NBA rigged stuff too, Jose. There is no way you're telling me that you trade away Luka Doncic. Miraculously get the first pick in the next draft.
Flag. I wouldn't put it past them, man. Well, that's the other thing too. There's been a lot of gambling incidents, off court, but involving a lot of NBA players that shines a negative light on them.
Well, back to the rigging, coach. We had a massive scandal in the early 2000s with Tim Donaghy.
Oh, you're right.
Where he in federal court, he tells you, yeah, man, refs we used to rig games all the time. And he specifically said I'll tell you a playoff series we rigged. Sacramento was supposed to beat LA.
Sorry.
And we cheated. Sorry, and we cheated Sacramento
out of Queens. Y'all be all right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So so Donaghy admits we cheated. We cheated. And people were just people kind of just don't refer, because David Stern, people talk about, I miss David Stern. Adam Silver sucks, bro. David Stern was horrible. This dude.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of David Stern either.
He wasn't good. There was always work stoppages. Literally, you had a scandal with the refs. Refs have to, you know what I mean? So yeah, man, if someone says, this game was like the Luka trade, man, that's straight rigs, bro. Straight rigging.
All sports and even politics, but we ain't ready for that convo. Listen. I'm here for that conversation. No, I don't think the NFL is rigged. People are putting their bodies on the line. That's very hard to rig, right? The NBA isn't rigged either. You have some players that shave points, right? Like you see examples of that. But
the Heat guy,
Terry,
Terry.
Like you're gonna have individual examples, even referees, but it's not the whole league saying, okay, it's this team's turn to win. It's not that kind of rigging. So no, these sports aren't rigged. Politics, we can talk about politics. They are. Like that's called gerrymandering. That's what rigging is, right? Like there's a lot of that going on. But y'all don't like to talk about politics and sports, okay?
That's just me.
No, I mean,
that's just me.
No, it's fine.
It has a place.
Your platform.
I don't like talking about it because I get emotional, and so I just rather not talk about it at all.
Me too. I don't talk about it a lot because I go down that road. I had to check out sometimes politics. I get really upset about what's going on.
Yeah.
But we do sprinkle that into our conversation at times because it's relevant and people need to be aware of what's going on. Like, you can't always hide from it.
Right.
Danny says, "Thank you all for over 200 likes." Thank you.
Let me go like
hold on. Also supporting the channel and with the like and subscribe. Come back every Wednesday, 7:45 p.m. Eastern time for more Ravens content. Facts.
I'm 209. I'm like 209. What like you gonna be? I'm like 209.
There you go. There you go. When B comes back, we'll be covering more Panthers talk. Hold on one second. Hold that thought, Ferris. Don't forget it. Don't forget it. We got Amp with the super chat. Says, politics aside, the talent in the NBA used to be crazy.
True.
The talent is still crazy.
I think the talent is more talent now.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think the gap between the greats and the second tier guys, and like the average guys, it's smaller today than it was back then. Because a lot of people back then, you're not gonna tell me Charles Oakley gonna be an NBA player in 2025.
Oh, fair. That's a great point.
You're not gonna tell me Charles Oakley, and you're talking to a Knicks fan here, man. And I know Charles Oakley, Anthony Mason as well. There's people on certain teams. There are certain teams that where like they rebounded the ball and they hit you. They weren't scoring. You know what I mean? They weren't scoring a lot. You're not gonna tell me Charles Oakley gonna be able to guard Bam Adebayo when Bam is like, he can shoot the three, he can extend his range, and you got to force Oakley to play in the perimeter. Oakley never did that. He was never taught how to do that. He was a power forward. He guarded people in the block. Yeah, the goons, they took up roster spots. And in today's NBA, you can't be that. If you can't shoot the three and you can't play defense, you're nothing.
Right.
Yeah, they want space. Right. They want space. They want to spread you out in today's NBA. And in some teams, I think the problem is all the horrible teams, they all play a certain way. They all play the jack up three things. You can find certain teams in different ways of playing, in the NBA. You can find good basketball from certain teams, but the average team plays a certain way. But everyone else, you can find different, also too, back in the day is not everybody played the same, right? Like back in Denver, you ran. Denver's dropping 140.
That mile high.
Yeah. Back then it was.
Y'all not going to tell me Wembanyama is surviving the Jordan rules. Listen, man. Listen. Me and Coach at least, we grew up on Jordan. Like we remember those days. Like, yes, they got away with playing a more physical type of game, but to act like these guys wouldn't be able to be physical with those players back then, these guys are a lot stronger now.
I would say so. They're more skilled too. Because what I was going to say about what Ferris just opened my eyes to is we all debate Jordan and LeBron, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
As an old guy, that's why I think I still kind of favor Jordan a little bit, because I didn't think about it. The gap from Jordan to the next player was huge. In this day and era, the gap from who the best player is now, whoever the best player is now, to
Luke, you can say Luka or you go Joker
to the next third or fourth player. That ain't a big of a gap.
Mm-hmm.
No,
and the league as a whole is definitely more talented.
Yeah, and the Jordan rules really were just like hit him.
Yeah,
hit him.
Yeah,
you're not gonna tell me a 7'3" dude who he looked like a twig, but he got a strong base, man.
And can shoot.
You think you think Bill Lambier is roughing up Giannis?
Ain't no way.
No, Joker.
Giannis comes down that paint, he's gonna say right this way.
The only person that I feel like would rough up all these dudes, Ferris just talked about Oakley.
Yeah,
and maybe the Davis boys.
Oh, the Davis boys. Yeah. Yeah.
And Ron Artest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Rick Mahorn. Rick Mahorn fought the entire Chicago Bulls team by himself. All right. The good thing about Bill Lambier too is Bill Lambier, he was sneaky with it.
Yeah.
But he was
he really had Rick Mahorn.
Exactly. Like Larry Bird punched him in his face more than once in a game. Larry Bird wasn't scared of Bill Lambert. He just irritated him, and he needed to get punched in the face. And then the Robert Parrish, he gave him a little 1-2.
1-2, yep.
You know what I mean? Robert Parrish didn't get ejected because the refs were like, "You deserve that." I mean, so it was, so like exactly like Robert Parrish could rough you up too, and he was a big fan of Robert Parrish. But like, my bad.
Still 275 people in here. Appreciate that, man. Hanging out with us for some basketball talk. Hit that like button. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. We're going to do questions, submitted questions. All right.
Let me dip in the segue. I got to dip in the segue.
Yep. Okay.
Before you go to the next one, let me go ahead and dip.
Well, tell everybody where they can find you, Coach. I appreciate you hanging out with us. Thank you.
No problem. Sip the Tally Films on YouTube. The second channel is more Sip the Tally. We got a lot of draft stuff going over there right now, and it's almost the second channel is almost monetized. And on X, you can find me at Coach Evans 9.
All right, Coach. And I'm gonna give you a call tomorrow. I've been meaning to call you so we can do some coach talk.
Gotcha.
All right, I'm gonna give you a call. All right, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
No problem. Y'all have a good one.
All right, we're gonna do some submitted questions. All right, we have a couple here. First, I need to start with the one that was donated to us from our guy Eric L. Appreciate you. He sent a Cash App in, and he sent a message for the question. Let me pull that up real quick. So this is from Eric L. Eric L says, do you think Mr. Jackson is leaning towards playing out of his contract and going into free agency after next season ends? And thank you for the Cash App. Appreciate that. From what I'm hearing, the restructure was just temporary to give them some temporary relief now, but they're still working on getting their deal done. Apparently they're pretty close, and it's expected that he gets the contract extension done probably like the next week or so, right? That's the talk. Now, is it possible things go sideways and they don't get it done? Sure. Like me personally, I would play a little. I think he's playing a little hardball. Mm-hmm. I think I would be a lot tougher to deal with, given how they're moving. I don't want to see you make all these moves on defense, and the first move you make on offense is John Simpson, right? Because even if you're telling me, no, we're going to do more than that. We're going to look, John Simpson's here. We're going to do more than that. Why'd you get John Simpson at all? Like, he was already here. He didn't block for me. He was getting me blown out. Right? You could have made other moves and said, okay, we made this first. We got Wyatt Teller first, and then we're going to make some other moves. Trust us. We'll make it happen. Cool. You brought in John Simpson. You paid him starter money. Right? So you're banking on him being the starter. So that's not a good look. So for me, I would be saying, all right, man, let's see what you do these next week or so. And then I'll decide whether or not I want to extend. But from what I'm hearing, he's going to extend, which I hate. Mm-hmm. But Eric L., thank you for the Cash App. And because you sent the Cash App, you get one of those. All right. And then, okay, B usually just reads these questions. I screenshotted them, and we'll see how they look on screen. So this is the first question here. Can we read that? Yes, we can read it. This is from Game Too Easy. Appreciate you, Game Too Easy. Says, might word this wrong. I hope this doesn't confuse you too, but why do former players and fans have such an affinity towards bootlicking for the Ravens franchise? It seems I've seen Kadri Ishmael call us that want the best for the QB
Lamarites.
Yeah, he calls Lamar fans Lamarites. And then the side that think EDC does no wrong, it's really some that think EDC is a good drafter. Okay, so yes, Kadri, I'm not a big fan of Kadri. He has taken these little digs at people that defend Lamar Jackson, calls them Lamarites, but Kadri is a company man, right? He was drafted by the Ravens, won a Super Bowl with the Ravens. He was employed by the Ravens after his playing career is done. He's loyal to the Ravens organization, right? And however they feel, he feels. You know, he's a company guy. He's a yes man. It is what it is. You know, and if you have criticisms of Lamar Jackson, that's not the issue. When you have unfair criticisms of Lamar Jackson, that's the issue. But this talk isn't exclusive to Ravens. Every fan base does stuff like this. You have different sides of the fan base, but this is the fan base that you're exposed to. But yes, it's frustrating when you see people criticize Lamar Jackson and you make it obvious. Like yesterday we saw a lot of that. We saw Maxx Crosby. The deal got nixed, and a lot of people immediately jumped to this is Lamar Jackson's fault because EDC didn't have the money to pay for him, and it's because Lamar Jackson didn't restructure his deal. When in fact he did restructure his deal. Right? But even if he didn't, it's not Lamar Jackson's job to make sure you're under the cap. That's the GM's job. All right. So, you know, that's a part of sports. You know, sports it extends past sports. It's not just sports. It's our society, right? We have been conditioned to not root for the little guy, to take the side of corporations, you know, and you know, whether you're looking at people striking, you look at people that are striking for higher wages, you get mad, oh, they should just go back to work. You know, you're looking at these college players now saying, oh man, they just, you know, why are you asking for money and all this stuff? You know, like it's all that, it's all that stuff. So it's not just Ravens fans. That's just every walk of life, unfortunately.
Hey man, it's being Baltimore, man. My mentor, Frank Sabatka, told me.
Oh Lord.
Always with the union, man. I'm a union man. Shout out to my dog, Frank Sabatka. I appreciate you. God rest his soul. Always fight for the little guy and the union. Can you drive me out real quick, Jose?
Yep. All right. Now I'm flying solo to finish this out. Man, I appreciate everybody coming through and helping me co-host while B is gone too. We're wrapping this up. We're almost near the end. All right. Second question. We got 3 questions here, I think, and I'll read a couple more comments and then we're getting out of here. The second question is from Urban. What's going on? Urban says, with Isaiah likely signed to the Giants and John Simpson back to the Ravens, does these moves force EDC to react with more intention of signing players of need, or does it make him draft for needs at the current point in time? Also, go stream her favorite X on all DSPs. DM me to let me know what y'all think on Twitter at MJCW1125_OR on IG at prod by Urban Closer and TikTok at prod by UC. That's my boy Urban. Hey, appreciate you, Urban. And yes, go check out Urban's stuff. It's pretty dope. And Urban, I haven't forgot about you either. You sent us some beats to listen to for the morning show. I'm really waiting on Hendo. Okay, Hendo is old. Okay, he takes his time. All right, but we got you. We got you, and we appreciate that. Listen, man, I just think like I just don't have I don't have faith in EDC. I hope for EDC. I hope he I hope he does the right thing here coming up. There's still opportunities to do so, but looking at the last 8 years, it's just they have this affinity with defense, and when they have enough money to do something, enough cap to do something substantial, significant on the offense, they opt to go defense instead and say, well, we'll get this great player here, and then we'll we'll figure it out over here. That's what I'm starting to see right now, which is why I'm not happy about this, right? I don't even think we're going to draft anybody at 14 at guard. I really think we're going to try to get an edge rusher there. If you were trying to pair Trey Hendrickson and Maxx Crosby together, right? And now the Maxx Crosby deal fell through. I don't see them pivoting to offense now. I see them trying to get that other edge rusher. And unless they trade for somebody, you ready to come back up, Ferris? Okay. Unless they trade for somebody, else, I see them going for the edge rusher in the draft. So
yep, Bradley Chubb's off the board. He's going to Buffalo. So if you guys, so there's that.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the list. The top edge rusher left is Joey Bosa, and then Calais Campbell in the middle. Then you got Arnold Ebekati from Atlanta. I don't know if you want to go out of that, but it is. He got phased out because they drafted Jalen Walker and James Pierce, but I don't know if James Pierce is going to be in the NFL for long. So
you can take him off the list. He's done.
So Atlanta may be looking for another end. You got AJ Epinesa, another Buffalo edge. So you have some like buy low targets, but I think you're right. I think at 14, you may not be going guard.
Yeah. All right, last question. I hope I answered that question, Urban. From AKA Young Wild, appreciate you, man. Says, did you guys hear Schefter say the Ravens intend to sign both Crosby and Hendrickson? We were just talking about that. EDC also confirmed it. Does it mean to you guys like firing Harbaugh has only emboldened EDC to double down on defense and continue to neglect offense, especially O-line? Simpson signing was a slap in the face. That's how I feel. I feel like had he signed any other O-lineman, to be honest, I wouldn't be looking at these moves as disrespectful or same old Ravens type of thing, right? Like when we traded for Maxx Crosby, I didn't feel like we needed to make that trade, but I was like, all right, look, everything's still on the board. We could still get, make some major moves on offense. The sequence of events doesn't have to happen the way I wanted to, as long as at the end of the day, the team is stacked offense and defense, right?
Yeah.
But the first move that you choose to make after signing Maxx Crosby and not bringing back Tyler Linderbaum is signing John Simpson. That's a bad sign for me.
It doesn't invoke confidence.
Yeah.
And then using your track record, there is no confidence in it at all. So you gotta do something special to get people back on your side.
Yeah. So no, I don't feel good about that. And listen, Crosby and Hendrickson sounds like just a terror, unstoppable force, right? Your defense has everything you need. You're getting turnovers. You're holding teams to 17 points a game again. All is good. But as it stands right now, tonight at 9:26 p.m., our O-line is worse than it was last year, right?
That's saying a lot.
And that's saying a lot. And if we don't fix it, if it doesn't get better or it only gets marginally better, I don't care who you have on our defense. We ain't winning nothing. Not a damn thing. So, no, I don't think he's putting enough urgency on the offense right now, but I am reserving my judgment, right? He said he's going to work on the O-line coming up. We'll see. We still need at least one more weapon. So we'll see what he does. He has a lot of work to do, but I know he understands that. And listen, this team doesn't have to look the way I want it to look. It just has to work. EDC knows he's fighting for his job right now. So let's see how he handles the pressure. All right. He got Trey Hendrickson. Trey Hendrickson's a good player. Lamar gave him some cap relief. All right. We got our 2 first-round picks back. Let's see what happens. We got a super chat from Ty Riggs. Thank you, Ty. Says the news about both players is given PR tactic. I don't know. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, it could be that, or it could be, yeah, they're really looking to do that. To me, that's not impressive to me. If they went and signed both of them, I'm not sitting here saying, oh man, EDC killed it. I'm looking at the O-line like, you ain't do your job yet. You didn't do your job yet. You want to impress me, protect your quarterback. Get him a true weapon. That's how you impress me. You can make all the moves on defense, because at the end of the day, if the defense doesn't go out there and make plays and win the game, you're not going to blame the defense. You're going to blame Lamar.
Even though the defense has $500 million on that side of the ball. I'm muted. Hello?
Yep.
Am I muted? Can you hear me?
Lost the sound. Nope, can't hear you.
Nope. All right.
All right, he's coming back. He's coming back. Ferris will be back, y'all. He'll be back. All right, we're going to read a few more comments, and we're going to get out of here, man. Still over 200 people in here, man. Really appreciate y'all. Really appreciate y'all. All right, let's bring Ferris back up. There he is.
Oh.
And he's frozen.
I'm frozen.
Nope, not frozen anymore, but still can't hear you.
I can hear you.
You got something turned off.
No,
what
Jose,
button
it's
did you flip?
It's you, not me. It's you. They can hear me.
They can hear me. We can't hear you.
No, they can hear me. They can't. You can't hear me.
Nobody can hear you.
No, everybody can hear me.
Nobody can hear you. Wait.
You can't hear me.
Oh, you can hear Ferris. You can't hear me.
Everybody, we can hear him.
Hold on. Hold on.
Where the hell's my pen?
All right, go ahead, Ferris.
Hello?
Okay. Ty says he can hear us both.
Yeah.
They can hear. Can y'all hear Ferris?
Yeah. We hear both.
We hear both.
We hear Ferris.
That's weird. Maybe that's my ear. Hold on. Maybe that's me. Maybe that's me.
I think that's you.
Okay, only I can't hear him.
You can't hear him. You can't. Okay, you can't hear me. The person who can.
You know what? We're good.
Okay.
We're good. We're good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. We're gonna. That's just a sign to end the show.
Yeah. I guess no Reggie White story.
That's just a sign to end the show. I don't know what happened. It's just okay. It says it's just me. It's just me. Yeah. All right, man. Then it's just me. Okay. All right. We'll end it here. We'll read a couple more. I'll read 2 more comments and then we'll get out of here. All right. Meat Mansion says max salary was going to be like $7 million. They were definitely trying to get him and Max out the pass rush for a season. My salary was going to be like $7 million. $7 million? Or are they going to restructure it? I don't know.
Maybe.
All right.
Can you hear me now, Jose?
We'll read one more comment. And then we're getting out of here, Ferris.
Okay.
It said, oh, Ty says your video was delayed earlier. Okay. Then it's probably me. It ain't my phone. I'm not on my phone, I'd be saying. All right. This is a real camera. It's a real camera. Meat Mansion says, Jose, you think EDC should target free agent veteran left guard Gregory Roman? Greg, is that a real person? You talking about the coach Greg Roman?
He's been saying that all night, bro. All night.
Yeah.
Saying that all night.
All right, man. All right, we getting out of here. We're out of here. Adelia, can you hear me? Adelia can hear me. Okay, she can hear me fine. All right. So there's still some order here. All right.
Yeah.
We're out of here. Ferris, Adelia, can you hear me, Ferris?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
All right. Let the people know where they can find you.
You guys can find me on the Good Friends Better Rivals channel. You see it's right there in my name at LJR_GFBR. Just look that up on YouTube, and that's where we're at.
Okay. Yeah. All right. We are getting out of here because I don't know what's going on with the audio. But listen, I appreciate everybody that came on. Thank you, Ferris. Thank you, Hendo. Thank you, Coach. All right. Enjoy your vacation. Safe travels back home. All right. He'll be back next week. To my son, Jacob, happy birthday. He's 11 today. Also the assistant producer of the show. I love you. All right. All right. Patreon members,
Young King,
channel members, get ready. The Overtime Show is starting right now. Everybody else, have a great night. And we will see you next time.
I could say anything in Jose.